On the day of my follow-up appointment after the miscarriage, Owen made up another excuse and left. What's with this attitude? I came all this way to get you. Can't you at least pretend to be happy? When I didn't answer, he let out a long sigh, as if he were the one making a huge sacrifice. Fine, I promise. I'll cut off all contact with Clara, okay? Are you happy now? I just stared at him. Did he really think a simple promise could erase all the lies and betrayal? The car pulled up to a high-end restaurant. Flowers, a gift. He'd clearly spared no expense. Other diners shot us envious glances, but the whole scene felt like a ridiculous play I had no part in. Just as I was about to open my gift, Owen's phone rang. A fever? That high? His brow furrowed, his voice laced with anxiety. I'm tied up today. I can't. Okay, all right. Stay put. I'm on my way. He hung up and turned to me, avoiding my gaze, a flicker of what might have been guilt in his awkwardness. Lila, that was Clara. Her kid has a high fever. I have to. Go on, I said, my voice so flat it surprised even me. The child comes first. He stood, hesitating for a second. I'll be back soon. Then he grabbed his jacket and rushed out without a backward glance. I was left alone in the restaurant, staring at a cake with only one bite taken out of it. Rain began to beat against the window, blurring the world outside. My own vision blurred with it. I calmly finished my slice of cake, then got up and left. I hailed a cab. I didn't have an umbrella for the short walk from the curb to my building, and the cold rain lashed against my face, a chill that went straight to the bone. I had just gotten out of the shower when my phone lit up with a notification, a new post from Clara. The photo showed Owen with her and her son, bathed in the warm yellow light of a cozy room, a stark, painful contrast to the cold, rainy night outside my window. Owen didn't drag himself home until the next morning. The second he walked in the door, he started explaining. Liam's fever wouldn't break all night. I was up with him. Liam, Clara's son. It was the first time I'd even heard his name. Is the fever down? I asked without looking up, my voice completely flat. Why didn't you stay longer? It must be so hard for her, handling a sick kid all by herself. Owen froze in the middle of taking off his jacket. A flash of irritation crossed his face, but it dissolved into a heavy sigh. Lila, do you have to talk like that? I was up all night. Then go get some rest. I'm leaving for work. I turned away, refusing to look at him. Lila, he said, grabbing my arm. I know our anniversary was a bust. We can do a redo, okay? Make up for it? I pulled my arm away. A cold smile touched my lips. Don't bother. He studied me for a moment before suddenly pulling me into a hug that felt as hollow as all his promises. Company retreat this weekend, he murmured into my hair. We should go together. I remembered how his work friends had never really accepted me. They looked down on me but had no problem asking for free medical advice. He'd never even properly introduced me as his wife at any company function. I pushed myself away from him. My voice was unnervingly calm. No, I have to work this weekend. Owen's expression darkened. He hissed through clenched teeth. Suit yourself. I didn't go. He took Clara. That afternoon, I was buried in patient charts when my phone buzzed insistently. I'd been added to a group chat for Owen's company retreat. Photos flooded the chat, and Clara was the star of every single one. She was laughing with his coworkers, fitting in so perfectly it was as if she was the one who belonged there. During one of the games, Owen scooped Clara up in his arms, bridal style, and ran with her across a lawn. She had her arms wrapped tightly around his neck, her cheek pressed against his chest, so close that all she'd have to do was tilt her head up to kiss him. The chat blew up with comments, everyone teasing them, calling them a perfect match and made for each other. And they were right. They did look perfect together. Since I'd been dragged into this circus against my will, staying silent felt like weakness. So I calmly typed out a reply, a match made in heaven, and added a clapping emoji. Then I silenced the chat, exiting their phony celebration. The world was quiet again. By the time I looked up from my charts, it was dark out. The second I picked up my phone, the screen lit up. Dozens of missed calls and a barrage of texts, all from Owen.